go.
Good thing, yeah, I found that. Young king with my crown at. 10 racks in the fanny pack. Couple hundred in the Louis bag. Couple hundred need the G-Wagons. Big tax on my big spending. Big facts, no pretending. We back on the full sense. That good thing, yeah, I found that. Young king with my crown at. 10 racks in the fanny pack. Couple hundred in the Louis bag. Couple hundred need the G-Wagons. Big tax on my big spending. Big facts, no pretending. We back on the full sense.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing like an IPO.
Well, what's going on, Beaches? Let's get this party started. Make sure you're hitting that like button. Hit that like button, drop a comment down below. What's going on, Art, Josh, Cerny, Stephanie, Meltre, Erica? What up, Beaches? Where's that Falcon at? Never too far behind, are you, Beach? Never too far behind, Falcon. Hootie McBoob, when in doubt. Hootie McBoob to the rescue.
We back on the full sense. That good thing, yeah, I found that. Young king with my crown at. 10 racks in the fanny pack. Couple hundred in the Louis bag. Couple hundred need the G-Wagon. Big tax on my big spending. Big facts, no pretending. We back on the full sense.
Yeah, hey, look what I got. New whip with no top. Cooking up no
We
stove
ready to
top.
get started, Beaches? How we doing? Let's get this party started.
Been running no contact.
Come on now.
With the new tracks, yeah. They been sending me new plaques. I don't really need new plaques. Nah, big rock with the suplex. Yeah, new rock got a new flex. Yeah, I'm current, I'm a new trend. Now boys with the full scent. Yeah, like I said, no new friends. We don't really need new friends.
Good thing, yeah, I found that. Young king with my crown at. 10 racks in the fanny pack. Couple hundred in the Louis bag. Couple hundred need the G-Wagons. Big tax on my big spending. Big facts, no pretending. We back on the full sense. That good thing, yeah, I found that. Young king with my crown at. 10 racks in the fanny pack. Couple hundred in the Louis bag. Couple hundred need the G-Wagons. Big tax on my big spending. Big facts, no pretending. We back on the full sense.
I got hairy legs.
Full normal.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing. Test, testing testicles. Welcome, everyone, to episode 18 Hundo and 32 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular Swolecast, Beardcast, Broadcast, Gaincast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleazecast, and Slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, Beaches, Booshes, Busters, Hustlers, and your host? It's your boy, Papa Swolio, back with another episode. And today's episode of the Mancast is brought to you by Everson K2 flexing on all you Beaches. How are we doing, fam? Would you smash today? Drop it in the comments down below. Welcome to episode 1832. We had an amazing Tainty Tuesday yesterday, an amazing accountability meeting on Monday, and we are here again. Oh my God, we just finished up. This is a big week. It's been a big week. I mean, it's a hump day today. It's Wednesday, May the 12th. So we got some good stories today. We got some good stuff to talk about, some good Swole fan posts, some good, I don't know about good news, but we got some bullshit to get into when we go balls deep. But of course, we do have a nut to bust. We'll get into that in just a moment. Take a moment right now to drop a comment down below. What did you smash today? What are you working on? I hope you had an amazing session today. In fact, Papa Swolio, I'm about to get my pump on after this. It's hot as fuck. It's been so hot outside. It's been so hot in Florida. Just searing sun. And I was working out yesterday. And I did back yesterday, and I was literally, I got so into it. You ever have those workouts when you just, you start your workout, you're going to get into it, you feel like working out, you're getting ready, and then it just ramps up, it gets out of hand real fast. It gets out of control real fast. all of a sudden you're hitting not PRs, but you're just going so much harder than you anticipated in a good way. And that was me yesterday. I went outside and I was going to do I wanted to train in the sun. So I decided I was going to do some pendlay rows, maybe some just pull-ups and some pendlay rows, some barbell rows. So I started doing that. I ended up just fucking going super heavy for deadlifts, and I did T-bar rows after, and then I did high lat pull downs. I just ended up going hard, a lot harder than I anticipated. I didn't expect those heavy deadlifts snuck up on me. I wasn't planning on doing heavy deadlifts, but I did them. But yeah, it was delicious. It was delicious. And afterwards, like later on that night or last night, I'm thinking like, man, I feel really stiff. I wonder why I feel so stiff. Maybe it's something I ate, and I usually eat very consistently. And I realized, oh, maybe it's because I was doing fucking super heavy sets with deadlifts all of a sudden. And, I'm kind of getting new. I won't say getting new, but just easing back into deadlifts because I have a hex bar. But over the course of the past year before, we moved, I wasn't doing barbell deadlifts. I haven't done barbell work. I'm just still like in the first month back of doing a lot of barbell work, which is fantastic. I miss doing bars because I've been training at home. But my strength has not waned at all. Quite the opposite. My grip strength has increased tremendously from doing like the mace bell swings, from doing all the kettlebell work over the past year. It's just been incredible. And I just realized how much more functional strength and how much better I feel in the movement. So this is going to be a big fucking year. It's going to be a big fucking year. I was in the zone. It got out of control.
He's on fire!
It got out of control fast, but those are the best workouts. Those are the fucking best workouts. All right. Now that everyone's here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're live on YouTube every day right here on the Daily Swole channel. Follow the podcast. Leave a 5-star review if you enjoy the podcast, Apple Podcast, and Spotify. Tomorrow's episode, we do have a fucking announcement to make. Fam, tomorrow we got some Nuts on Chin Unplugged. Make sure that you are joining the Swole fam. Remember, there's like only a couple days left of the Summer Swole special. The timer is alive, but it's not going to be alive for long. So just a couple days left. Look at me and this guy in the picture. We look the same, but different. Same, but different. Look, who looks better? The guy in the fucking picture right here? His beard, look at that beard. Look how long that beard was. Oh my God. I like it this length. I like it my length now. Anyway, tomorrow, Thursday, May 13th, Nuts on Chin Unplugged, Swole TV live event, an exclusive Swole TV live event. We'll be doing that probably tomorrow evening, probably ballpark evening, 7, 8 p.m. I will be texting you ahead of time, but I didn't want to list a time specifically just because it might be a little bit flexible tomorrow, but probably around the evening hours when it cools off. People are off from work. But tomorrow, Thursday, May 13th, you already have all the alerts, so I'll let you know when the live stream is. Nuts on Chin Unplugged is going to be fun. We're going to watch a Salty Sack throwback. It's going to be delicious. And I love Nuts on Chin Unplugged. You can catch the previous episodes. If you're a Swole fan member, inside Swole TV, if you've never checked out the Nuts on Chin Unplugged, those are when we do a live reaction and watch the old throwback Salty Sacks, Driving While Gainings, and because we don't really watch a lot of the old content all the time. We're busy. We're here live every day. We're doing Swole Fam roundtables. We're doing all the content X. We're here doing the podcast, all the stuff here like today. But we go back in time. The throwbacks are always nice. So tomorrow that will be excellent. So stay tuned for that. We also have a couple other posts here. Remember yesterday we talked about the Starbucks strawberry funnel cake. So if you're not satisfied with where you are with your pre-diabetes, you can just ramp all the way. Just skip ahead, just like Candyland. You can just skip right ahead to the end and just go right to type 2 diabetes because this is disgusting. You're just literally drinking a cake now. There's no coffee in here. There's no value. You're literally just drinking a cake. Literally. So this is on the Swolenormous channel. Starbucks fuels the obesity epidemic with its new strawberry funnel cake frappuccino. Fuck yo frap, beaches. Fuck yo fucking frap.
Yow.
And of course, an epic rant right here on the Daily Swole channel. Brand new clip. Stop asking these questions. This was from the other day. Trust me, you do not want to miss this clip. Epic rant as per usual. But you can never have too many epic rants with Papa Swolio. There's always something juicy that comes out of those epic rants. Is it now? Oh my God. Epic rants. Maybe we'll have an epic rant today. I think we'll have an epic rant today. You're very welcome, Erica. We'll get into some Q&A in a second. She says, thanks for the advice in Telegram. Make sure, fam, that you're following the Swole Fam Telegram. So members, make sure you check your Get Started series, check the header in the library. But I keep on sending you this out via Swole text in the Discord to join the Swole fam Telegram, which is just like live chat, and it's fucking awesome. You know, I log in, I open Telegram, and there's like 1,000 messages. It's like I literally haven't been in the Telegram chat for a couple hours, and there's just hundreds of messages. So you guys are blowing it up. So make sure you're joining that over there for some real-time feedback, because everyone's popping in, and I'm trying to make sure I send you all alerts when I am able to sit down and spend some time and answer some questions. So I'm always sending you a message letting you know, hey, I'm going in for the Telegram for some chat. If you have any questions, pop in, and everyone comes in. So make sure that you are, you know, plugged in and you are logged in. If you need any help with that, use the live chat or send us an email, support@Swolenormous, and we can follow you up with those links. But make sure you're checking the announcements in the Facebook group, the announcements in the Discord, and all the pin posts and Swole text. Just keep your heads up. Keep your awareness open for all of that. But let's get into today's episode, shall we? Let's get into it. We have a nut to bust, so cover your nips for the busting of the nut. But before we do so, again, look at the bottom of the screen. Make sure that you are plugging into that Summer Swole special to join the greatest fam in the realm. Let's get her out. Come on now. It's time. Shh. Quiet. Respect. Goddamn bitch. Indeed. Go to the fucking gym. Look at that epic card. Oh, that's an epic card right there. And of course, Leo, get some help. Please, you need it. Please, get some fucking help. Please, do that for us. Save yourself, Leo. Save yourself. All right, hashtag GTTFG for a chance to win today's Swole card. Let's get into today's episode with some tip, shall we, fam? It is time. Babe, just an inch. It's cold outside. Oh, right. Very nice. Okay, so we got a lot of you dropping the comments. Nature was my gym. 5-mile walkies. Very nice. What else did you guys do today? Ladder flow with Genevieve kicked my ass. Indeed. Get your yoga and your swolga on. Excellent. Sounds like everyone's getting their fucking pump on. Jackie Carson, I heard a rumor that even a standard Starbucks coffee is packed with sugar. Any truth in this? Does anyone know? Like a regular one, like black coffee? I don't know about that. Does anyone else know? Is that a rumor? Is that a conspiracy theory? I wouldn't doubt it, but Starbucks coffee is pretty damn fucking gross. I mean, if you've ever tried Starbucks coffee, it's pretty damn gross, pretty nasty. It's really not that good, in my opinion. I think anyone that drinks coffee, that's a coffee connoisseur, is pretty adamantly against Starbucks. Once you drink real coffee or good coffee, you go to Starbucks and it's like, it doesn't taste good to me. Just personal preference. Doesn't taste good to me. I've drank it, and I guess I would drink it in the future if I had to. If I didn't have any access to coffee, I'd be like, okay, and I'll just go and get a black coffee. But I don't like the taste of it, really. I don't really like the taste of it. Just personal preference. But you can drop your Starbucks thoughts down below. Let's get into the first Swole fam post. We got some tip. What do we got here? We got some tip today. We got a post from Christian. Lovely yoga flow this morning to open the heart and set a positive intention for today. I have a job interview this morning, and I'm waiting to hear back from an interview I had last week. I resigned last week from a job that has allowed a toxic, negative, and hateful energy to knowingly thrive. It has been an emotional roller coaster, and I am now at the anger stage of that ride, but that negative energy is waning as well, especially as I get closer to my final day there. Just 17 more days. I feel positive that I will find a new job that brings positive energy and light. Today's heart-opening flow was a perfect way to start my day. Yoga really helps me find that balance I need in my life. Yoga is truly an amazing practice. Namaste, fam. Have a happy hump day, and to you as well. To you as well, Christian. To you as well. We got one from Christy inside the Swole Fam Telegram, done and dusted at 7 a.m. Too much to do to be procrastinating on a workout. I'm telling you what, Christy is heating up. Fuck yeah, girl. We got one from Eric from the private Swole Fam Facebook group. What's up, fam? Lengthy post alert. It has been a while since I have posted on here, but I wanted to start off by saying life is a fucking journey. You never know what troubles or experiences are going to come your way from day to day. I know why Papa preaches so hard in the 7 pillars now, and it's because if you do not have a rock solid core values, principles, and a way of life, you are subject to failure in all areas of your life, whether it be exercise, nutrition, finance, relationships, spirituality, it doesn't matter. It is imperative to set yourself up for success in one and only one way, having a strong foundation. With that being said, I am currently in the process of changing my life around, which I have been doing for the last 6 months or so, but figuring out and testing and seeing what all works for me. What is the best path for me to be on, and what do I want to accomplish, and so on and so on. Life has been good nonetheless, and now is the time to get very intentional with my fitness and nutrition. I'm on a journey to authentically be my highest self and to obtain every goal I set forth. I wish the same for all of you, fam. I truly hope that each and every one of you will make the choice every day when that alarm goes off or when you open your eyes, when your feet touch the ground, to make that fucking choice to be the best you and never give up no matter how hard things get, no matter how bad it may seem. You really are the master of your own reality by the actions you take every day. Indeed, my friend. Very well said. Very well said. Trying to add some punctuation in there. Woof. That was a beast of a paragraph, but talk about fucking on point. Talk about on point. Getting us up to speed. Thank you, Ebon. Holy fucking shit. What's with these posts today? You guys are going out. You guys are going out here. We got some novels. I like it. Very nice. All right, Katrina. Good evening, fam. I've been a member for a couple of weeks, but this is the first time I've posted. I'm a 46-year-old stay-at-home mom from Michigan, 2 girls, 12 and 14, and a stepson, 25, and a grandson, 9 months. I've been overweight off and on since my late 20s, but my heaviest after having my second baby within 22 months and started having back issues. I was diagnosed with degenerative disc disease and later had surgery to remove a large cyst that was filling my sacrum, putting pressure on my spinal column. In 2017, I was diagnosed with lupus and, was it Earl's? I forgot how to pronounce that. Was it Earl's? Ehlers? Download syndrome, which made my chronic pain all make sense. It's a genetic disorder that caused my body to produce a faulty collagen. It causes my joints to dislocate, and I have a hard time healing from things like cuts, bruises, and surgery. After these diagnoses, I started to look into ways to reduce inflammation in my body through diet and came across the keto diet. By eliminating grains and sugars, my body started to heal and I was able to go off the narcotic painkillers I had been on for 10 years. Holy shit. I made so much progress and had my rheumatologist in awe of my blood work. As a pleasant side effect, I was able to drop from a size 16 to a 10 and almost got to a size 8. Then life hit. My stepson and his then pregnant girlfriend moved into our house. The pandemic hit. My husband was laid off. Kids were off school. It was total chaos, and I had to give up my workout area in the basement. My diet soon followed. At one point, we had 6 adults, 2 kids, and 2 large dogs living in our 1,100 square foot ranch. My kids were doing school from home. My stepson was working from home, and my husband was on layoff. Stress won, and I haven't been able to get back on track consistently since. This is why I joined the Swole fam. I need to be stronger than the chaos. My lupus is out of control because of the way I've been eating, which then means I am put on steroids. I want off the ride. I want to get back to feeling the way I used to feel. I'm so glad I found people that have common goals and aren't into the bullshit that fitness often comes with. Well, you got a steep road. You got a slippery slope to climb. I would definitely welcome to the fam, Katrina. I'm sorry to hear about your struggles, but let's, I I would definitely look into a hardcore elimination diet. I would definitely look into a lot of people with lupus and issues with autoimmune issues have seen dramatic change and improvements from doing things like a carnivore diet. So I would definitely look into nose to tail, high quality carnivore diet, or something similar. Refer to your physicians and make sure you're not doing anything dangerous for yourself. Make sure you're getting in those organ meats and stuff like that. Perhaps some of those supplements, like the organ meat supplements and desiccated organs, can help tremendously. But I know a lot of people with autoimmune issues, and those of you that have or battle with autoimmune issues can drop in the comments. But a lot of people have seen dramatic improvements from doing essentially what's a severe, I would say severe, but a big time elimination. And that's what essentially a carnivore diet is. But that might be something that you want to look into, getting rid of a lot of those trigger foods. Let's see. Kim, swole card kind of day. Looky here. Looky here.
Boom shakalaka!
Look at that. Look at that set. Look at that guy. Look at that guy. Look at that Papa Swolio card. Congratulations on your swole card. Swole cards are in flight. Look at that. A nice go to the fucking gym. Coincidentally, today is go to the fucking gym. Very, very nice. Glad you got your card, Kim. Let's see. Jesse, carnivore made a fast, dramatic change in my autoimmune disease. Try it. Very nice. I'm glad to hear it. Remember, like all these things, like a carnivore, it's not an ideology. It's not like, oh my God, you have to join, you have to be a fervent, angry person. That's not what carnivore is about. Remember, whether you're a vegan, carnivore, pescatarian, vegetarian, paleo, if you're part of the Swole fam, you're trying to improve your own health. You're trying to do, consume the foods and eat with the proper styling that works best for you as an individual. So that's what this process is about. And when you go carnivore, for example, you're just eliminating so many things that it's very easy to see when you reintroduce those things. That's what an elimination diet is. But doing carnivore will take you that further step, and then you will really see and isolate a lot easier which foods are causing you problems when you add them back in. Doesn't mean you have to be carnivore forever, but most people that go carnivore that see amazing change stick with an animal-based, animal-centric diet, and you just kind of filter some things back in that work best for you. That's what I found. For me, big time. I just kept other foods like plant foods and stuff to a minimum. Like, feels so much better. But anyway, glad to hear that you are, Katrina's looking to make some changes, and I think the Swole fam can help tremendously. So just make sure you keep an eye out for that post, Katrina's post about her nutrition. So Jesse, if you want to answer, you want to jump on the Facebook group and make sure you're responding to Katrina's post and just kind of give some feedback, because one thing coming from me, but people that have had a lot of, I haven't had a major autoimmune issues, but people that have, it's very important that you share your stories that way. Anecdotal, nonetheless, it's great, great advice. Oh shit. Jesse says, I have something called neuromyelitis optica. I was damn near blind and could barely walk. I was slinging kettlebells within 2 weeks of ditching all vegetables. Holy shit. And just guessing, neuromyelitis sounds like inflammation of the myelin sheaths around the neural, like the nerves that, like the optical nerves. So it sounds like inflammation or irritation, maybe like the breakdown or swelling that would cause issues with sight. Because all nerve endings or nerve bodies have these things called myelin sheaths that allow for impulses to like travel and like hop from node to node along a nerve ending, something like that. And younger people, for example, nerve endings are more myelinated, which allow for faster responses and reaction times. Why younger people have faster reactions than older people. Oh man, that's amazing that you saw all those improvements. That's fantastic. Jackie, Papa Swole, I sourced some purple sweet potato, fresh turmeric. Sweet potato, fresh turmeric? Like, is that a combination, or you put some turmeric on purple sweet potatoes? Purple sweet potato, fresh turmeric? Is that like a thing? Is that like a whole one thing? Or are you saying you put fresh turmeric on purple sweet potatoes? Cool. Enjoy. Sit and spin. I don't have physical pain after eating since giving up 90% of vegetables. Holy shit. My God. Well, listen, people get so fucking sensitive when I talk about, remember I did a video about beef liver? I did it on TikTok. I was saying grass-fed beef liver, fuck your broccoli. Like, fuck that shit. You're getting nutrient-dense foods. Raw broccoli is disgusting. I was kind of trolling, but also spitting facts. Grass-fed beef liver is so much more nutritious than raw broccoli. It's disgusting. And that's my opinion, of course, on the taste, but you're going to have to eat 10 fucking pounds of raw broccoli to get a fraction of the nutrient density inside grass-fed beef liver, and people were getting all offended by it. But a lot of people have issues with plants. Plants have evolved over hundreds of millions of years to defend themselves chemically against people, organisms, and creatures that would eat them. These are built-in defenses, and we're just eating vegetables as if like anything that grows out of the ground is fucking God's gift. It's not for humans. It's not for us. It's not what most people should be eating. So I do great. I haven't had vegetables in so long. We had some sushi last night, but maybe a couple little things that were in them. I kind of felt a little bit this morning. I usually have a little bit of a headache, slight. I didn't have any soy sauce. Just put a little bit of like Celtic sea salt ground. I kind of like dab like the sashimi on the salt and stuff like that. But man, I never feel great. Like, as good as I do after eating, steak, bacon and stuff like that. All right. We got another post here. Let's see. Lord, good morning, Swole fam. This is from the Swole fam Telegram. Woke up feeling tired, but it's a good tired. We'll be crushing later on the afternoon, thinking whole body hitting the main deadlift thighs. The what? That got out of that broke down quickly. Thinking whole body hitting the mains, deadlift, thighs, and chest, back, and arms today. Nice. I always get caught up when I don't see like a paragraph or a comma or something. I'm like, oh, I read like grammatically correct. So no worries. I know most of you are typing this shit from your phone and autocorrects are a hot mess and shit, but I always get strung up on lowercase with no punctuation. I'm like, fuck. I go so fast. I'm like, damn it. I'm not even I'm like 5 sentences in. Randy, I'm getting a sick fucking pump as we speak. Hashtag made it to the fucking gym.
Yeah.
That's good advice. All right, fam. We'll take some questions. Remember, if you want to join the Swole fam, we are crushing it. You get access to all the private groups, the private Discord, the private Telegram, everything, the private Facebook group, the private discussion boards, all the live streams, the private live streams, and you can upgrade to unlimited at any time. But we got some awesome specials. They end this week. SwoleNormousX.com/SummerSwole. Again, SwoleNormousX.com/SummerSwole. Now we can take some questions. If you got questions, drop it in the comments down below, and we'll get to a couple of them. We got some from Instagram as well. I think I saw a comment that dropped a moment ago, and then we'll get into some more stories. We got one from Handyman47 on YouTube. Hey, Papa, how do I get the wife back into the gym? Ooh, this is good. Some critical thinking, fam. You ready? Put on your working gloves. Here we go. Come on, fam. Come on. Handyman needs us. I've been going for a while now and healthy now, but I worry about her health, especially since we have children. So I'm assuming you mean her health to be healthy so she can help take care of the kids. She could be there for the kids, but also I would assume so the kids can learn by example, because your children are going to learn based on what they see you do. You can tell your kids one thing if you don't do it. If you're a hypocrite, kids know that and they're going to call you out on your bullshit. So I don't personally have any kids, but I've been around lots of kids, and it's common sense. You have to understand what kids see. They fucking see everything. They absorb everything. They hear everything. And they might not understand it all, but they compartmentalize. They put it away. They're gathering data. They're just little sponges. They gather data. They learn how to fucking talk from zero to full-blown language, like in a couple years. And they're hearing. They do that by hearing. They do that by listening. All right? They do that by just hearing what you say and what you do. And they see what you do. Let's see. Follow-up. Comment exactly. They see me eating properly and going to the gym every day, and her not. Have you had this? Have you had a frank conversation? Have you sat down and literally had an honest conversation? This all comes down to communication. It really does. It really does. And it might seem like you have, but if it's not communicating properly, it's not getting across if you've had this conversation. You have to be on the same page. Just like you can't be telling your kids to do something and then the other parent is going behind your back and then saying, no, it's okay. Here's a cookie, and then you're usurping and you're undermining the other parental entity's authority. You can't undermine, each other's authority. You have to be a united front. You are the parents. You're not friends. You are there to guide, lead, educate, teach, supply, protect, your kids. So it's really it's going to be hard to get any of that across. And a lot of you that are divorced and you have joint custody, but you share custody. You see this in the comments all the time. I eat healthy, blah, blah, blah. But then I bring them to my exes and I know they eat shit all weekend. And that's a hot mess. That's never really going to work out well. Kids are always going to gravitate towards those addictions. They're addictive. Same thing with social media. You need to make sure that your kids are not on their fucking phones, that they're not using any kind of like social media. I mean, parents give their kids cell phones when they're 5 fucking years old and iPads and shit. And it's so bad. It's so bad. If I have kids, they're not getting a fucking screen. No fucking way. Not a fucking chance. Not a chance. Anyway, we have to get into this a little bit more because that's so tough. Handyman says, oh yeah, and it didn't go well. She got mad as hell. So she's getting mad as hell because she knows it's true and she knows you're right. And she's taken it as like a personal attack that you don't think she's attractive. You don't think she's a valuable mother or, all those other reasons that people have internalized issues from their own childhood. Let's get some follow up on that. We can have some more conversation continue. That's a tough one just to answer in a shot. Smokey, what's your preference on after lifting in the gym? Is it necessary to do cardio? No, it's not. You do whatever you want. Do some yoga. You could do some cardio if you want. You can do whatever you want. After lifting, go home, fucking rest, eat, sleep, like do whatever you want to do. Yeah, you can do whatever you want. If you want to do cardio, you can do cardio after you work out. I don't, but you can. Maybe some mobility, some foam rolling and stuff too. Those are cool downs. Everyone's got a different protocol. So there's really no right answer particularly. Dark Crystal, Papa Swole, how often should someone fast? Once a week, once a month, or experiment to see what works best? There's your answer. I recently did my first fast and felt great. Not sure how often to practice it. There's nothing wrong with doing like a 24, 48-hour fast like once a week. I mean, some people do it more, but I would definitely just dip your toe in, see what you like and what you don't like. You might find that when you do a 48 or longer, you're like, oh, I don't really like that feeling. You might like, I tend to, when I do it, I tend to kind of be around the 36 to 48 hours. I'll eat at night and then I don't eat the next day. And then I eat the next day in the afternoon or the evening. So I feel like 36 to 48 is a good range for me. I don't necessarily plan it. I just kind of do it when let's say I didn't eat all day and the time got late and I'm like, oh, I don't feel like eating right now. I didn't work out today. And it's like, I don't feel like cooking, like and eating a big meal. I'm just not that hungry. It's like, fuck it. I'll fast today and I'll just eat tomorrow. So it usually comes up like that. I don't necessarily schedule it or plan it. Dark Crystal, let's see. Oh, that was a question. There you go. It sounds good. Sounds good. Just make sure you're getting your nutrients. Remember, it doesn't mean your body doesn't reset once a day. It's rolling with caloric intake. So it's not like, hey, etch a sketch. You just zero out. So it's like you're rolling caloric intake over the course of a week, several days, for example. Let's see here. Down. Let's see here. Let's see, Katrina, it's a hard conversation to have. The other day, my husband brought up a picture of me and said, look how thin you were. My gut instinct was to get pissed, but he was right. Yep. You got to make sure. Most people will react with emotion. Like they'll default to that just emotional response. So, and that's where brain gains and meditation and living in the present and, thinking through and working through your own issues. We all have our own issues and things that we grew up with and things that we have to unpack. But a lot of people just react instantly. That's why Twitter is a terrible way to communicate. That's why the internet is a terrible way to communicate for most people. This is why I like to do live one-on-ones, live conversation. We do Swole Fam Roundtable. I'll go live here. I'll go live on TikTok. I like live engagement. Everything else just seems so much more fake. And I do my best. I try to create content in every different way that people like to consume, but there's nothing that replaces a live audio or a live stream. It's like having an actual conversation because then you can actually, then I can talk. And if I talk and I can explain what I think and I can explain my logic behind it, I can be loud and obnoxious, or I can swear and I can be fucking vulgar. But I can explain what I mean. If it comes out on text, it just looks black and white and very bland and very, very one-dimensional, and people are going to get upset based on words that they see. That's why that's why there's this outrage culture on Twitter. Of course, that person's imagining what you sound like. They're imagining what that statement means. And then people respond very violently and aggressively and with extreme like profanity and vulgarity. And in text, it looks evil. But when you talk out loud, most people don't just have a nice conversation back and forth. And then the other person just starts screaming, outbursting, like, what the fuck is your problem? You motherfucking cocksucker, you fucking... No one communicates with their mouth like that. You don't go from 0 to 100 out of nowhere. People do that on Twitter. You just have a comment and then people just rage in the comments instantly. It's just not normal communication. How dare you? Yes, how dare everyone?
How dare you?
How dare you? How dare you? Let's take another question. We got some more. You can still drop your questions in the comments. Hashtag Ask Papa Swole. We'll take a couple questions from Instagram. Ian Picorelli. Picorelli. Papa eat fruit every day is okay. Is it okay to eat fruit every day? Sure, I would say it depends on the fruit. It depends on the fruit and depends on your metabolic situation. A lot of people that have issue with insulin resistance and they have a lot of problems with being fat adapted and metabolizing sugars and stuff should be avoiding sugar in all forms. People that are pre-diabetic that are really trying to repair their metabolic function. But for someone like myself or many of you that take care of your health, like for me, I had a couple dates and a couple clementines earlier. I'll probably have some honey, a tablespoon or two before I work out. And then afterwards, I'll have like my steak, my bacon, all stuff like that. So I usually have some fruit, every day, maybe some frozen fruit. So I'll have fruit often, maybe not in massive quantities, but I'm also getting most of my nutrition from organ meats, from steaks and, ground beef and bone broth and so healthy fats and protein. So just make sure you're not eating just like glucose bombs, I would say. Opt for more lower glycemic fruits like berries, raspberries, blackberries, blueberries, strawberries, higher glycemic fruits like, I guess it depends on what they are, but longer days like in the summer. And if you're getting a lot of exercise outside, you're in the hot sun, you're a little more dehydrated, some of those other fruits would be more beneficial. You should generally opt for in-season fruit that is in season. That way it's not picked too early and shipped from around the world. And you're getting like a partially ripened fruit with a lot of like, other maybe like little lectins and things in the fruit that might cause your body problems because unripened fruit is not fully formed. So there's other, natural defense mechanisms in the plant and in the fruits that are present until they're perfectly ripe. That way the tree can defend itself and animals are less likely to eat unripened fruit. That way they can ripen on the tree and it's more prone to falling and an animal eating it and pooping it out and then, fertilizing it so another plant can grow. So it's fruit babies and the seeds can grow. That's what a plant has evolved to do. So in-season fruit is usually better. Let's see. Danny, Papa Swole, I take ancestral supplements. It says take 6 a day. Should I take all 6 at once or space them out? You can space them out. Do whatever you want. You can I would start off with like 2 or 3 a day and see how you feel and then go from there. Any kind of supplement, you never want to just take like the full dose right away. Always want to ease into it, see how you feel. It's the same thing like when people go from not having any fat in their diet to be like, hey, I'm going to go keto. And they just suck down all sorts of fat. And then they get like, stomach discomfort. Or they get like diarrhea because all of a sudden you're just sucking down tons of fat and your body's not prepared essentially for the sudden change in consumption. All right, let's see here. We got another one. Eni Angelica, how often should you take rest days when doing heavy weight training? That depends. It's mostly about making sure that you're giving your body parts rest between subsequent training sessions. So like between your upper body workouts or lower body workouts, like how many days or how much rest and recovery between sequential leg days. Like you do legs on Tuesday, you're not doing legs again on Wednesday. You're given like 2, 3, 4 days in between, depending on the intensity. So it depends on the intensity, the overload, your nutrition, your recovery. Some people recover faster. If you have a lighter workout, you're going to recover faster. So if you do a little bit of legs every day or every 3 days or every 2 days, yeah, but you're not going to build necessarily as much muscle unless you're doing sufficient overload and sufficient volume over the course of the week. So there's this argument, this debate that's always back and forth that people say you should be training each body part 3 days a week. And you do less on each day, but overall, the course of the week, you're getting more volume overall. I personally like heavy workouts, maybe once, maybe twice a week or twice in a 7 or 9 day period. It depends. But I'm bigger on doing, each body part maybe on like a 4 or 5 day cycle. I like going a little bit heavier and overloading a little bit more in individual workouts rather than just doing total body every day or 3 days a week. It's not really my personal preference, especially for building maximum muscle. I haven't found that to be ideal. Just doing like total body 3 days a week. I prefer doing like upper body push, upper body pull, maybe a little chest and try or bis and tries on those days, but then saving either arms for another day for specific overload, legs for a separate day. So usually a 3 or 4 day split and then repeat. Let's see. Metal Militian 85. Papa Swole, you just started drinking coffee. Is there really a thing as too strong? Sure, you don't need that much caffeine. You don't need 1,000 milligrams of caffeine or 500 milligrams of caffeine. That's not good for you. I'll just say that. It's my opinion, but that's a lot of caffeine. A cup of coffee has like 80 grams? Maybe an espresso has like 80 grams or 100 grams. Like even if you have 2 or 3 of those a day, that's plenty. 200 or 300 milligrams of caffeine is a lot. And that's usually what's in one scoop of pre-workout. So you can get pre-workouts without stimulants, which is what I recommend. I recommend most people don't just suck down tons of stimulants. People are drinking coffee, then they're drinking Red Bull, then they're drinking, Monsters. And sometimes, sit and spin, the dose makes the poison. Many times it's poison regardless. It's not good for you regardless. Caffeine is you have to be careful with that. So there are a lot of people that say, and I've gone off caffeine for, weeks at a time, and I felt really good. I do like coffee, but it is an addiction to an extent. You get hooked on it, you get used to it, but it's it can get very bad for a lot of people. You don't need that much. If you need that much caffeine, if you're overdoing it, you're just not getting enough sleep or recovering enough. You need to unplug a little bit. So I would definitely recommend being careful. So yes, there is such a thing as too strong or too much caffeine, if that's what you refer to. Your preference, whether you like different roasts, that's different. But just make sure that you're not sucking down way too much caffeine over that period. I would just recommend that. Let's see. Vin, last one, 85. Having trouble getting the middle delt to grow. Any suggestions? Yeah, train it harder. You like this fit?
Oh, you can!
Yeah, do some isometrics, work on negatives, make sure you're, for example, do some isometric holds, do some burnout sets, do super heavy with partial reps, get all types of range of motion, use bands, do lying side raises. There's so many different options. Focus on the posterior delt. A lot of times there's no way that there's no way that you have an amazing posterior deltoid, but you don't have a middle delt. Chances are you don't have a middle or a posterior. So make sure you're working on your posterior deltoid. Start practicing yoga. Make sure you're doing mobility. Make sure you have a good form and just crush it. Crush them. Fucking crush them. One of my favorite things is do like isometric holds for lateral raises. Hold it for like 20, 30 seconds, 5 or 10 pounds, then burn it out doing 5 or 10 reps just to clear it out. Fucking awesome. Probably going to do those today. It's awesome. It's awesome. Middle delts. High reps, super high reps for shoulders really does work well too. So heavy weight and also super high reps. So make sure you're just overloading and crushing them. Lots of suggestions. But of course, you're not going to build muscle unless everything else is working too. So if you're building muscle everywhere else and you have stubborn middle deltoid, just got to focus and target that. And anytime you're doing, shoulders, you might want to work them once or twice a week, but do them first. So make sure you're doing shoulders, separate your shoulders on a different day, and start off with doing middle deltoid. Start off working the middle deltoid. All right. Just my thoughts on the matter. All right. That being said, we got some awesome other stuff to go down. We got some other stuff. Ooh, you ready, fam? You ready for some Baltic? It's getting hot in here. Ooh, it's getting hot. We got to wrap this up. I'm starting to sweat. This is brutal in here in these parts. My God.
That's deep.
All right. Remember, fam, drop in the comments below. Drop some dookie in the comments because we are about to get into some shit posts. Remember that tomorrow, we have a Nuts on Chin Unplugged Swole TV special event tomorrow evening. Nuts on Chin Unplugged with the fam. It's slated to be tomorrow evening, but I will be texting you. We might be going a little bit earlier. It depends. But tomorrow's episode will be private. You don't want to miss it live. Nuts on Chin Unplugged tomorrow, May 13th. Stay vigilant, fam. Stay prepared for tomorrow's live stream. It's going to be awesome. We are going to a Salty Sack throwback together. It's gonna be fucking lit. It's gonna be fucking lit. It's gonna be fucking lit. It's gonna be fucking lit.
That high.
There, no one's stacking shit that high. It's just fucking, this is fucking Nuts and Shit Unplugged, man. It's fucking awesome. Isn't it right? Isn't it right? Yes, Falcon. I will tell them. I will tell them. Falcon wants you to know that don't forget to drop the hashtag GTTFG. Don't forget. Don't forget. Falcon wants to remind you that you need to drop that hashtag for a chance to win today's Swole card. Fam, let's get into one. We got our first post today. This is from someone, a repeat offender.
What's in the box?
Speaking of stacking shit, we got one from Fat Black Queer.
I didn't know they stacked shit that high.
Yeah, it's surprising every time. So when you have a Twitter handle that's at BlackFatQueer, I'm not sure. I guess I don't know who knows what you stand for. No one knows. No one knows. All right. So Black Fat Queer writes, get rid of gyms, bro. Nobody should have to pay to move their bodies. You don't have to. You can go for a walk. Gym culture is all types of fucked up. That's not an argument. Gym spaces are literally horrible for most, if not all, marginalized people. That doesn't even make any sense.
What's your name, fat body?
Jim, this is the logic from these, like the extreme, the far left. This is the logic. Gym spaces are literally horrible for most, if not all, marginalized people. You mean fat people that can't fit between machines? What are you talking about? A black person can't go to the gym? I see lots of black people in gyms. Hispanic people. I see a lot of people of all races in gyms. That makes zero sense. Stop blowing this jabroni shit. No one wants to talk to you. You just don't have friends because you're an annoying, shitty person. All right, we got another post here. Try this reframe. I can't be hungry. I only ate breakfast an hour ago. That's logic. You just fucking ate. So why are you hungry? This is from an account called @intuitively-eaten. So in other words, instead of saying I can't be hungry, I only ate breakfast an hour ago, they're saying to try this. Let me translate. So this is what you should say. This is what you should say instead. Now, if you're looking at this before I read this, because if you're just listening, it's going to sound ridiculous. But if you're looking at this, notice how it goes from like two short sentences into a massive paragraph. So if you have to explain that much, you have no idea what the fuck you're talking about, and you're trying to, I don't know, you're trying to create some kind of meaning with your nonsense. All right. So I can't be hungry. I only ate breakfast an hour ago. So that's not enough. Here's what you should say. Try to reframe it like this. Quote, I am having physical sensations of hunger in my body. My body is communicating with me, and I don't judge my body or second guess it. There are lots of reasons my body might require more food and energy right now. I will honor my body and my hunger.
I didn't know they stacked shit that high.
Oh my God.
Everybody knows you never go full retard.
Everybody knows you never go full retard. Well, Intuitively Eaten certainly has gone full retard. This is insane language twisting. No one's going to replace actual functional words that have meaning with that bullshit. That's very, very funny. That's hysterical. My body is communicating with me, and I don't judge my body or second guess it. Yeah, there are lots of reasons my body might require food and energy right now. Yeah, like your addiction, like your terrible fucking habits. That's why you just ate an hour ago. You're not hungry. You're having impulse cravings that you usually feed, which is why you're fat. So your body is saying, hey, we always eat right after we eat. Don't forget, we have to eat now. Hey, don't we usually eat all day. Hey, we're supposed to be eating all day. You usually feed me all day. Hey, hello, Intuitively Eaten. Hello, we're usually eating all day. What's the matter? Give us food. We're used to eating food. Why is there no food? Isn't there supposed to be food? That's what your body's saying. Your body's used to eating food. It's your habits. It's hard to break habits of all kinds. It's hard to break habits like biting your fucking nails. That has nothing to do with, right, consuming calories. It's a fucking habit and it's hard to break. So combine that kind of like hand to mouth habit with the actual habit and the addictions of the food that you're consuming. You have these compounded layers of habits, which is why it's like an addictive drug. Same thing. These people are retarded. Okay, Intuitively Eaten. All right, here we go. There is an important distinction between thoughts and hunger cues. Why are there so many paragraphs here? I didn't expect there to be an explanation for this post. So let's see what this caption is. There's like 5 paragraphs. There's an important distinction between thoughts and hunger cues, and it's common for our thoughts, influenced by diet culture, to interfere with the direct experience of our body. This often creates a battling inner dialogue and much confusion about whether or not to eat. Our minds may want to override our physical sensations, even if we are receiving clear messages of biological hunger from our bodies. There are a whole host of reasons your body might still need more nourishment after you've recently eaten. Oh, do tell. Here are some reasons why you might need more food after you've already just eaten. 1, you might have engaged in significantly more physical activity than usual the day before. 2, you might be experiencing hormonal issues such as being premenstrual or other physical conditions, which is increasing your hunger levels. Yeah, that's not a good reason to eat. 3, perhaps you didn't sleep very well the night before. Yeah, that if you didn't sleep well the night before, that's not a reason to eat more food. You need to get more sleep. Why is that even a list? That has nothing to do with the reason why you should. Yeah, that's a reason why you might feel hungry. You need to get better sleep. Why is that a list as if it's justifying eating more food? Next one, maybe you ate less than usual the day prior. I doubt it. I doubt it. Perhaps the meal you recently ate was really more of a snack than a full meal. Yo, with those clothing sizes out there, most people's snacks are a full meal. The next one, you are early on in the recovery process and your body is trying to restore its natural set point, weight, range, or recover from being in a famine state. Yeah, 70 to 80% of the population is overweight or obese. I don't think we have to worry about a famine state. Most people don't have to worry about a famine state in this country. You worked out before your meal, which can impact appetite for a period, so maybe you didn't eat as much as usual. What is this fucking shit?
My name's Forrest.
What are you talking about? And the next one, you're simply just having a hungrier day. All right, there's absolutely no reasons.
What you just said
is
one
nothing
of
here.
the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Yeah, may God have mercy on your soul. That is beyond stupid. On Beyond Stupid. That's a new Dr. Seuss book. Oh my God. No, that's not it. Is that another? Oh, intuitive eating cook. Oh God. There's more after that? That wasn't it? Oh my God, that wasn't it. There's more? Holy shit. Where's my soundboard?
I didn't know they stacked shit that high.
There's more. Oh my God. I jumped to that no points. I jumped to that soundboard. There's actually more. In the intuitive eating workbook. All right. Do you need a workbook for intuitive eating? Hey, eat whatever you want. I need a workbook for that. They state, let's see, the authors state, every time you experience biological hunger and you respond by honoring your hunger with nourishment, aka stuffing your face, you build trust and connection with your body. That's stupid. That's so stupid. You're an idiot. Every time you honor hunger because your here and now body is hungry, you will get clarity, not confusion. Your here and now body with hyphens, your here and now body. Yeah, this is giving me a headache. I'm going to start having like seizures in a second. The more you can practice identifying and being responsive to your hunger, the easier it will become in the future. It takes time to get in touch with the nuances of your hunger, especially after dieting. The evil diet culture and the cis white male. Yeah, those evil things out there, the boogeyman. Yeah, blame it on the dieting. And each person's experience is different. Take it at your own pace. Okay, enjoy that obesity. See how walking around, let me tell you what, if you walk around in circles, you're not going to get anywhere. These people are just walking in circles, sniffing their own farts. That's all they're doing. Just walking around, sniffing their own farts. They're not getting anywhere. But we do have good news, fam. We do have good news. I'm happy to announce that with all the confusion that's going on, with all the confusion that's going on in this world, with all the confusion going on with your hunger, all these things in your circle, like, oh my God, what are you going to do? We have a solution. Now, I know a lot of you probably don't feel safe, right? A lot of you probably don't feel safe when you go online. You don't feel safe when you use the interwebs because everyone's out to get you. Now, none of your shortcomings could be your fault. It has to be someone else's issue. It has to be the systemic issues in our country. It has to be, oh man, everything is bad. Everything is just evil. Everything is out to get you. And I understand the feeling. And I know when you use like a platform such as Instagram, for example, you feel threatened. Perhaps it's the colors. Perhaps it's the direction in which you swipe. Perhaps someone used an emoji that offended you. I know those little pictures, they use the wrong skin tone and you're like, oh my God, they used the wrong skin tone. Always use the neutral yellow. It's safer. Although I do like, I do like using the black hands now and again. I think that stirs the pot a little bit. Don't assume my race. You know how it works. But we do have a new update. We do have a new update. Instagram is going to make sure that you all feel safe. Instagram is going to make sure that you can all use their platform and have no fear. Because right now, update your apps, fam. Instagram now lets users specify their pronouns in a dedicated spot next to their name on their profile. Very nice. Very nice.
What the fuck is that?
Why don't you get the hell out of here before I snap your dick off and jam it into your ass?
You went full retard, man.
Very nice, as all the problems are now solved. All the problems are now solved. So now we are going to open up this entire Pandora's box of fucking victimhood. This is going to go south so fucking fast. Because you're ready for this? You're ready for this? That's not even the worst part. Now that you have a dedicated spot, people are going to fucking put in there. But now there's only 4. There's only 4. You can't put in your own custom ones. So now Instagram is the arbiter of what pronouns you can choose. Now, you know, the next complaint is going to be, well, how can you assume? Now you're forcing me to choose those 4 pronouns. So rather than just leave it blank and let people put whatever they want in there, they are selecting what you can choose. Dumb fucks. Open up a whole can of worms. Soon you're going to have 55 fucking things you can choose. So if I request, you can put in requests for other pronouns not featured. So I'm going to put in swole. I always do he, swole. What if that gets rejected? I can't use swole. So you're telling me what I can feel. You're telling me what I can, you're telling me what I can do. Isn't that more fucked up? Does anyone else see that shit? Isn't that more fucked up? I have he, swole in a lot of places, but like that is messed up. You're going to require that I have it say a certain thing. How is this not going to be an absolute disaster? How is this not going to be an absolute fucking disaster? Someone tell me how this isn't going to fucking turn out. How is this not going to go sideways? How is this not going fucking sideways? Clayton, can you choose all 4 pronouns? I don't know. Go give it a shot. See what gives. I have no idea. We're going to read this article. We're going to read this fucking article and we're going to see what they say. But isn't that ridiculous? It's just going to open up a lot of problems. Let's see. All right. Instagram has added a new section on user profiles, allowing people to specify their pronouns. The Facebook-owned platform said the new field is available in a few countries with plans for more. Oh, thank you for fixing the issues and the ails of society. Appreciate that. Although it's already been spotted on some UK accounts. So, hey, UK, why are you always first with the stupid woke stuff? People can pick, oh my God, this is going This is so stupid. People can pick up to 4 pronouns from a selection chosen by the social network with options including he, she, they, per, near, and this. What the fuck are those? What the fuck is that?
What the fuck is that?
What's a near? What's a this? A per? I've never even heard of that shit. That is absurd. I will never call anyone any of those. Sorry. You're not a per. You're a he or a she. I'm not calling you a near. Near? You're going to have someone call someone a near. You slow down that audio, it's not going to sound good. You're going to call a black person a near? Just saying. Sounds like that's on shaky ground right there. A near. That's set up for disaster right there. That's some shaky ground. That's some shaky fucking ground. Just saying. Might have some issues with that one. Anyhow, however, users are also able to request other pronouns that do not already appear as an option via a form on Instagram's help page. Oh, that's great. So now we got like she, her. Great. As if I had any doubt what you fucking were. Okay. Hey, hi Papa. Greetings from Buenos Aires, Argentina. Hey, what's going on? Andres, what's up? What's up? Oh my God. Yeah, Mrs. Doubtfire. He's a he, she. She's a he. He's a she. Yeah, you couldn't do that today, right? All right, let's see here. How to change your pronouns on Instagram. You slap yourself in the fucking face, you close your eyes, and you hit buttons. All right, quote, we'll continue to update the list of terms over time so that more people around the world can share their pronouns more easily. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. So now if you call someone a she, you're going to be banned instantly. It just gives people more credibility or more leverage to ban people, to claim fault and to get butthurt and to be like, oh my God, they're hurting my feelings, all that shit. Oh my God, this is so fucking ridiculous. This is so fucking ridiculous. This is absolutely insane. Oh, man. All right, so let's read through this a little bit more. What we got here. Okay. It is also possible to make pronouns only visible to those who follow the account. The platform's vice president of product added, it's another way to express yourself on Instagram, and we've seen a lot of people adding pronouns already, so hopefully this makes it even easier. Oh, thank you. Great. The update has been welcomed by many users who have been manually adding their pronouns in their bio until now. Taking to Twitter, one user wrote, Instagram added a pronouns section. Sheesh, they finally did something cool. WTF. Oh my God, this culture is so stupid. These people are so stupid. They finally did something cool. WTF. Oh my God. What do you think? Another 10, 20 years until skyscrapers and shit just start crumbling because the architects that were educated in school are just too damn woke to actually learn proper math, right? They fought so hard to eliminate STEM, which is science, technology, what was it? Engineering and math. It went too woke. So they started learning, they were complaining too much about race rather than learning how to do a fucking hypotenuse and they didn't even learn how to do some basic fundamental arithmetic. The news comes 2 years after Instagram introduced new gender identity options to be more inclusive. Users can edit their gender selection, blah, 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 blah. There they can choose from female, male, prefer not to say, or custom. After selecting custom, they can type in a custom identity such as gender non-conforming, non-binary, queer, or whatever term they identify with. Gender non-conforming. So you can either be, what's the difference between all of these? What's the difference between a gender non-conforming? In other words, no, I don't want to, no, don't call me that. No, no. Mm-mm. Is that a gender? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Doesn't it sound like a child? It doesn't sound like a child that didn't get like their cookies. They wanted cookies, but they had to eat dinner. And the parents like, no, you can't have any cookies. We're going to eat dinner soon. No, I don't want cookies. Eat your vegetables or eat whatever. Maybe not eat your vegetables, right? But eat this. And the kid's like, mm-mm, mm-mm, no, no, no. They just kick and scream because they're not getting their way. That's what it sounds like. You're gender non-conforming. Maybe you just don't have any friends. All right? Maybe you're too much of an introvert because you grew up on a fucking phone. Now, who the fuck is choosing this shit? Who's choosing this shit? Seriously. Who wakes up in the morning like, I'm not a man or a woman. I'm just non-conforming. Look, I have nothing against people that transition and do those kinds of things legit. Not the mental disorders that we're dealing with today. Not this group social psychology experiment with social media, with food, with all this bullshit. A lot of people literally are not thinking properly. Kids have been getting poisoned food since their birth. They're being shoved inside in dark rooms or given these brain manipulation devices, cell phones and TVs and stuff since they were born. They grew up with their fucking brain literally plugged into the goddamn matrix. And they're just getting jerked around by these algorithms. That's literally what's going on. And you're confusing children. Not to mention the parents that are trying to virtue signal to their fucking woke friends. Like, you're destroying your children. You're literally destroying your children. Parents need to fucking parent. Right? You can't parent kids anymore because then your kid will send out a tweet like, oh my God, mama's being mean. And then all of a sudden, Child Protection Services will show up at your fucking door. This is literally Orwellian shit. That's what the spies were. Remember? How many of you remember your 1984? Your kid having a phone going on Twitter and complaining about a teacher, or complaining about your parent, or blah, blah, blah. Guess what? They're going to, you're going to have Child Protection Services showing up because your child tweeted out that, your mom hit you and really she just kind of like said, go to your room. You lash out, you send out a little tweet and you're fucking 12. And then your whole family's broken apart. You're tattling on your parents. This is really fucking bad. Greg, I kind of understand this, but queer is not a gender, right? I don't know. Who the fuck knows? That's the problem. That's the problem. And I'm not trying to take I'm not trying to be mean to anyone. Again, this is not being mean. This is just being like, what the fuck? You're raping our language. You're raping our culture with this sick shit. This is absurd. Like, you can like whoever you want. You can be with whoever you want. I don't care who you fuck. I don't care what you want to wear. I don't even care what you want to call yourself. But when you're compelling other people, this is what Jordan Peterson was up in Canada. A lot of you know Jordan Peterson. This is where he really got popular when they were trying to compel speech in Canada. This is like 2 or 3 years ago. This is what they're trying to do. They're trying to make it a law where you had to refer to someone by their pronouns, and compelled speech is very dangerous. Telling people what you can say, like you have to say this. That's fucked up. Don't tell me what I can say. But they don't have freedom of speech laws in Canada the same way we do here. For now. But at the same time, you have freedom of speech, quote unquote, but then you can get canceled at any turn. So is the speech really free when you're getting criticized, when you're losing your job, when people are getting run out, when banks aren't supporting you anymore? You're getting kicked out and ostracized from society because you actually think logically, because you don't want to call someone a made up fucking name. Then don't call them that. It's ridiculous. Just because you want to be called that doesn't mean I have to. There's certain fundamentally biological principles. You have a pee-pee or a wee-wee. That's game over right there, man. And then aside from that, it's the agreement between two individual parties as to what's appropriate. And if you have an agreement and someone requests something to you, like, hey, do you mind calling me? Like, okay. And then you can say yes or no. And that's up to two individuals. And I know trans people, I know gay people, I know lesbian. It doesn't matter. I'm fine with what people want to do with their lives. I think that's ridiculous. People need to get out of each other's business and stop forcing other people as to what they can or cannot say. It's insane. And it's very dangerous. It's a very slippery slope, and it's not okay. And a lot of people are being very, very apathetic about this whole situation as if it's just, it's just a bio. Oh, it's just on Instagram. Oh, it's just a setting. Just be nice. Just do it to make them feel better. Oh my God, why are you so mean to people? Don't you want people to have happiness? Don't you want people to live their best life? You're so mean. You're trying to shut down society. Why are you such a Nazi? Why are you such a white supremacist? Oh my God, everyone's not like you. Oh my God, you're so unplugged and disconnected. Really? Or are you just trying to flip and are you trying to literally pull the rug out from everyone? It's been happening a lot longer, but this is insane. You give an inch, you give a mouse a cookie, he's going to want a glass of milk. This is not going to stop. You offer that up and you only give 4 fucking options? That's stupid. Either leave it blank, don't do that shit, because then who are you going to cancel? If I request he and Swole, which I'm going to, if it's available, and you deny me, why? How dare you deny how I identify? That's fucking, you're literally breaking your own rules. So it's really what you say is okay. So it's what Instagram and Facebook, and they can go fuck themselves. Same thing with YouTube. You can go fuck them. You can go fuck yourself. All these social media giants are literally poisoning every aspect of our society. We talked about this yesterday with the military, right? You're lowering the standards. Look, I don't care if you have a vagina or a penis between your legs. If you can pass the test, you can be in the military and do X, Y, and Z. If you're not good enough, we're not lowering the bar. You just have to go do something else. You can't, or practice and come back again. Run a mile faster. Do some more push-ups. Do some more pull-ups. It ain't hard. It ain't hard to pass that fucking test. It's not. It ain't hard to pass that shit. You look at the fucking stats, or what you have to do, it ain't hard. The military wants people to join. It's a volunteer military. They want you in there. Their fucking slogan is, we want you. They fucking want you. They want you to join. They make it easy so you join. But I'm not going to feel safe sleeping at night knowing that the military is worried about the fucking pronouns on someone's goddamn uniform. Fucking run faster. Stop worrying about the names. Oh, your feelings are hurt. Then get the fuck out of the military. You're literally risking your life and you're worried about your feelings getting hurt. Get the fuck out of here. Where was I with this stupid shit? The move follows in the footsteps of other apps like Tinder, Grindr, and OkCupid. Those are dating apps. Instagram has not. Is Instagram the same thing as Tinder? Has anyone ever thought that Instagram was Tinder? So you're comparing Instagram to Grindr. All right. Very few people go on Instagram to like find a pole to ride. You're going on a dating app to date. You're going on Instagram to do other shit. You don't need this on Instagram. If you're looking to date someone, that's different. It's like, hey, what do you like? What do you got between your legs? Are we into the same shit? Cool. Let's meet up. Okay. Those apps which have rolled out gender inclusive features, such as letting users choose their preferred pronoun, blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, that's some silly stuff, isn't it, fam? That's some silly stuff. He swole, him swole, his swole. Fucking damn straight. Hell yeah. I've had my pronouns for quite some time on my Twitter. I've had it on my Twitter and I have it on my TikTok. Call me he/swole. Those are my pronouns. Don't assume my gains. Don't assume my muscles. Oh shit, Alyssa Jean, custom. I identify as a robot. My pronouns are robo/bitch. Nice. You can stay. I like those. Look, I don't mind. I don't mind if you have a pronoun, but please, can you use like a good pronoun? Don't use any of that per and near and this or whatever. Give me a good, can we have like a pronoun like a snake? My name is like parrot/snake. It's like, let's fucking go hard. Let's make it like a tattoo, like customize it. If we're going to have it, let's have some fucking pronouns. Can you imagine? Oh yeah. Yeah. Snake was telling me, like, that's fucking badass. What did Snake say? It's like, let's go. If you're going to do this, let's fucking do this. Let's do this. My pronouns are Falcon/Swole. Yeah. Falcon Swole. I like that. Is that true? Drella, they are literally going to make the bar exam easier so more diverse people can be attorneys. Well, I don't care what your ethnicity is. If you're not smart enough to pass the exam and be a lawyer, then you can't be a lawyer. Like, what's the problem there? Then they can be smarter. They can do better on the test. Then open up more schools and education in different areas, like give people more access to education and blah, blah, blah. The problem is with more access to education and giving them more access to ridiculous education that's teaching them nothing. Like, we need to be educating people properly. It's a whole different age right now. The school system is so fundamentally mentally broken. More education, putting more public schools and this garbage woke crap and more, like, we don't need more of that, please. Let's see. Trivia, non-binary and gender non-conforming are basically the same thing. Gender non-conformity focuses more on the social traits. You see how that makes no sense still? I'm in the same position. I still have no idea what the difference is. So gender non-conformity focuses more on the social traits. Okay. Still not convinced. Same thing. Not convinced. If you can't explain it well, and I'm not saying you didn't try. I'm not saying it's your fault, Trivia. But if I was like, okay, it's more like, you see, if you can't explain it succinctly and easily, then no. I agree. Social media is definitely destroying our culture. For sure. Let me see here. Scrolling through. Let's see. Ryan, the most fair way to judge entrance to schools is to remove the race box. Yeah, right? That way you're not looking for certain races to admit. Yeah, Trivia. Yeah, it's confusing as fuck. It shouldn't be confusing. I'll tell you what. You know how you tell I'll tell you what. All right? How many of you have ever had a dog that had puppies? People aren't going to like this. All right? You pick up the tail and you look under between the legs. You look. Oh, there's a sack and a dick hanging down. That's a dude. That's a dude dog. That's a dude dog. And you lift it up. If you don't see a sack, then you don't see a pee-pee. It's the other one. It's a biche. You got yourself a biche. You got to check under the hood. Yeah, you got to check under the hood. What you got? Taint length matters. We know that, fam. The length of your taint, it matters. Just treat it like a dog. What it's got down there? Oh, it's got a pee-pee. Let your kids hit puberty. Let them make their own decisions when they're fully adults. Don't give them puberty blockers. Don't poison their brains with nonsense. Please. I know most of us are going to be dead and gone afterwards, but fuck. The next several decades are going to be, it's going to go down. It's going to go down. If you're out there, people have to speak up. People literally have to speak up. You have to talk about this. You have to speak up. And if you have to do whatever you can to speak some fucking logic and common sense. You have to. You have to. This is going to keep on spreading. This stuff is going to keep on spreading. It's like a poison. It's in the system. It's in our culture. You got to get off social media. Literally unfollow. Remember Fef? Every fucking week we delete, unfollow, block this shit. You got to block all this shit out. You have to get rid of it. It's not going to get better. They're putting this in your face. They're literally controlling you. I literally only use my phone for posting certain things. Everything's moved off my homepage. Like I stay off it as much as fucking possible. As much as possible. God, people are losing their fucking minds over this stupid shit. Oh my God, I agree. It is child abuse. Giving your kids puberty blockers and stuff is 1,000% child abuse. It really is. And this is going to be something that bites everyone in the ass. This is going to be something that, imagine all the anger and all the mental disease and all the psychological fuckery that parents are inflicting on their kids nowadays. In the next 10, 20 years, it's going to be a disaster. It's already a disaster. It's going to get worse. Yeah, you compound the social dysphoria with and delusion with the food, which is actually masculinizing women and feminizing men. We talked about that with the taint length, the plastics, all the garbage food, soy, gluten, grains, all the garbage. You need to create your environment. We're being abused in every fucking hole. Eye holes, ear holes, mouth holes. Now, like all the holes downstairs. Well, that's not your real holes. You're supposed to have the other holes. You're not supposed to have the outie. You're supposed to have the innie. Right? So now you can't trust any of your holes. They're fucking you in all of them. They're removing your dick. All right? Or they're plopping a new dick on you. They're telling you you're a man when you're a girl or a girl when you're a man. It's okay if someone develops through their life and makes that choice as an adult and wants to transition. I'm totally okay with that. I don't care what you do with your body and your life. That's fine. But allowing kids to not fully develop and make their own decisions as like a mature adult is very scary shit. It's very scary stuff. You know, it's one thing if there's like very rare, unique cases, very rare. But the problem is it's being facilitated by social media. It's being facilitated by parents, it's being facilitated by this woke culture. It's being facilitated by psychologists and stuff. It's being facilitated, which is which is probably the ultimate evil. Like, you shouldn't be facilitating this shit. You know, I remember when I was little, I wanted to play with Barbies when I was like 3, 4. And mom was like, okay, got me some Barbies. And I like took the clothes off and I fucking played with them, whatever. And I got bored and I went back to trucks and shit like that. Nowadays, you're like, oh, I want to play with it. You see other kids playing with Barbies, or you look in the store like, oh, what's that? I want to see what that is. So I got bored soon after and I went back to playing fucking bricks and trucks and shit. And I'm not gay, but like nowadays, they would have turned that. I would have been a girl. They would have been like, you know, tried to like cut off my dick and tell me I'm a chick. And then, hey, he likes to play with dolls, instead of letting you grow out of a phase and experiment as a child and just kind of like poke around and try different things. You're a kid. You try different things. It happens all the time. Oh yeah, that happens a lot. It happens a lot. No one wants to address that though, Nick. No one wants to address that because then it would poke holes and show that everything this is just straight evil. Nick says, I find it funny that all the biological men who regretted their transition to women because they felt like they were lied to. Of course they were lied to by society. This is going to happen 100-fold. Imagine in 10, 20 years, all the kids that regret it, that are going to be suicidal and depressed because now they ruined it. They stopped their natural organ function. It's just fucking terrible. A lot of these transitions are just gay men. That's one thing. Okay, fine. Doesn't mean you have to fucking change your sex or try to. Just take care of your kids and stop pandering to their being a kid. You know what I mean? There you go. Jesse, speaking of holes, I started to wear blue light blockers at night and noticed an immediate improvement in my sleep. Absolutely. Blocking blue light at night is essential. Put your phones down. The night mode on your phone doesn't block out the blue light like that. It's still really bad for your eyes. So just eliminate screen time. A couple hours for bed. Best you can, you know. I have a Kindle that goes like full-blown night mode, but on the phone, you still get a lot of blue light and stuff. But you want to minimize screen time, period. I've been kind of like gravitating in my, going back more towards like real books rather than Kindles and stuff like that. It's just refreshing not to look at a screen. Speaking of which, still looking at screens right now. Let's get off these screens and let's give away the Swole card, shall we, fam? Remember, tomorrow evening, Nuts on Chin Unplugged. I'll let you know via text message, when that will be going live. Oh, hold on a second. Oopsies. The whole thing, fucking scroll down. There we go. Heyo. Nuts on Chin Unplugged tomorrow, May 13th. Join the Swole fam today. A couple days remaining. SwoleNormusX.com/SummerSwole. Go outside, go exercise, get off those devices today, fam. Go get yourself some vitamin D. Let's give away the Swole card. Shall we, Beesh? Shall we? Let me see here. Feel like we already got one. We got one, fam. I declare today's Swole card, go to the fucking gym.
What's in the box?
This one is going to Katrina. Now, this was at the beginning of today's episode. All y'all need to go and tell Katrina congratulations. She has the entire Swole fam by her side. This was an epic post, and she's been dealing with a lot of shit in the last year and a half, like many people, but she needs your support. So, go to the fucking gym. GTTFG is very aggressive, but Katrina can use that and extrapolate that and expand that into meaning that she needs to take care of what she can take care of. She needs to focus on that. So not just going to the gym, but focusing on the most important things, focusing on your nutrition, focusing on your community, focusing on your meditation. Just expand that out into all 7 pillars. So Katrina, you're very welcome, dear. You're very welcome. You're here watching. Perfect. So send us an email to support@swolenormous.com, swolecard1832 in the subject, your mailing address in the body of your email, and the Swole fam is here for you, and we wish you the best and proud of you for getting through all that and happy that you found us, because now we are going to help you make those sick fucking gains. That being said, let's get this nut busted or closed off, all that good shit. Thank you, fam. Oh, the Falcon wants to say bye-bye. Why, thank you, Falcon. Not a moment too soon. You're so kind. We will get you the Swole card ASA to the PZ. Oh yeah, baby. Oh, thank you so much, fam, for joining me for episode 1830 dose of the most muscular Swolecast, Beercast, Broadcast, Gamecast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleevescast, and Slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. Oh, nailed it.
He's on fire!
Fucking nailed it. Oh, baby.
I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal.
First, take a big step back and literally fuck your own face.
I got hairy legs.
Oh, baby, get it.
Boom shakalaka! He's heating up!
It's hot as fuck in here.
Awake and lead! We choose truth over facts. And by the way, I sit on the stand, and it get hot. I got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun. And the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again.
Well, fam, we'll see you tomorrow for the special event. Remember, tomorrow's episode will be private for members only. You could join today For less than $5, get access to all the private live streams. SwoleNormousX.com/SummerSwole. Remember, tomorrow, Thursday, we have a special event, Swole TV Live special, Nuts on Chin Unplugged. 1833 will be for members only. Don't miss a single episode of your favorite motherfucking podcast. Join the Swole fam today. SwoleNormousX.com/SummerSwole. And we'll see you real soon for the next episode, 1833. See you tomorrow, fam. Peace, McGeese. Deuce, Magoose, ya boy. Papa Swolio. Oh, 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 oh.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing, like an IPO trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now the king left and they so mad, it's like
Then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
that's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, yeah. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant. On topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm in my